Hello, Mrs. Mahati. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Namaskaram. Thank you so much.
So, I wanted to know your thoughts on whether you are ready to resume physical concerts in front of a real live audience, not a Facebook live audience, but real people and a real hall in a different place away from home.
I would really love to, but I think it's too early for it,
Okay.
considering the number of racing cases around Chennai and other places, especially India. I think it is too early to be resuming physical concerts in front of a live audience. Although I would love to, it's like when as you say it sounds so good to me. Oh wow, going and facing the audience live and sitting in a concert hall to perform. But I really wish it happens soon. But I think it is pretty early to start off.
What are you looking for in terms of readiness to start such concerts? What would you like to see before you're ready to do that?
Basically, entertainment would be the last thing on anybody's mind when there is a big threat to your basic lifestyle, your basic life as such. So I think that has to be that mindset, that block has to go. For that, you actually need to see the number of cases drop down wherever it is. Be it Chennai, be it outside Chennai, anywhere around the world, it has to be like, physically it is only these many. You need the correct statistics as to it has the number of cases have really dropped and things are okay. It would be see, the thing is, the willingness and the mindset of the people has to change when it comes to going for a concert. See, the other thing that a person, okay, there is a concert of a your favorite singer, probably there is a concert, but then the next question is to what are the safety measures in and around at that place, and am I exposing myself too much to something unwantedly at a wrong point of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all these answers need to all these questions need to be answered. Only then we would people would probably think of going for a concert where we are like now insisting on social distancing. And so social distancing being the top priority in the mind, I guess people would definitely look forward to extreme safety measures, total probably I can imagine a concert hall where the musician and the other artist, the vocalist and the other artist are sitting on stage,
Uh-huh.
maintaining good distance on the stage. And also the audience, if there is one row of seating arrangement made, probably 1 year, and after 4 5 seats one more person, probably
Okay.
it would be something like that when we start off doing concerts. But I'm definitely thinking that's going to be somewhere 2 3 months from now, a minimum of 2 3 months from now.
Okay. You bring to mind that cartoon that had been posted a couple of months ago of this lady singing in a very nice hall on a lazy Susan. So she's actually rotating and she has all her co-artists seated around, and all the co-artists have masks on their faces. And she alone is singing, and I think one Vidwan is looking at the vocalist as though she might be spewing corona with every syllable that she's producing. So that is what I'm reminded of. It is interesting you talk about the seating arrangements, because very recently in Germany, there was actually a live concert that they did, the Schubert symphony, for which they did exactly what you said. There were two artists, and then it would have been sold out, normally speaking, but they had so many hand sanitizers. They had people actually scrubbing the door handles and so on. And in terms of seating, there were about 3 people to a large row. This is an auditorium that would normally seat over 1,000. So there were barely 200 there, but a live concert did take place. So I think what you are saying brings to mind exactly the vision of that photograph that I saw earlier.
Another thing, I guess vocalists are at the highest danger because we have mics. I'm also thinking of the mics, wherein I'm very conscious. Generally, I'm a little finicky about the mics, where I carry my own mics for concerts. And in case it's like some akandam, the non-stop kind of performance where you really don't have time to change mics and set it up and all, if someone has already sung in that mic, you're in close contact with it. So I am quite paranoid of all these things.
Yeah.
And of course on stage you need a lot of distance between the artists and all that, definitely, I think. But uh, thinking of it now, I guess practical steps, it has to be like a plan. You need to chart out, sit down and draw a plan for sanitization, and the plan has to be in paper. Only then it's going to work out.
So basically, everybody has to be clear on what what each one is doing. So the concert organizers need to be very clear about what it is they are doing to ensure safety from their side. And the Rasikas have to ensure some kind of spacing, and probably an insistence on masks or something like that is what you're suggesting be done before we are in a
Exactly.
position to start.
Yeah.
And
From the mats we sit down on stage, from the mics we use, from the plug points that we use to plug in our devices,
right.
I think everything has to be considered while making out a proper plan.
Right. So now you have, I'm sure you have seen the profusion of, online live concerts. I say live in quotation marks here. What do you think of that? Because there are so many who say, in fact, there was an extensive discussion on Facebook a while ago about how maybe live concerts are dead, because there are so many Facebook, online, Insta type of concerts going on, that there doesn't seem to be any need for live concerts because people are able to produce studio quality sound from their homes in some cases. And so why would we even have a live concert? So what is your response or thoughts on that?
Totally. I totally disagree with that point, that Facebook Live is just a Facebook Live concert. And a live concert before an audience has its own ambience, the response of the audience coming in live, contact from person to person, the way you interact, and especially for performers and audience. Facebook Live cannot be the new normal. I completely disagree with it. Um, but saying that, I've also been doing a lot of Facebook Live concerts, some interviews, interactions, and all that. See, there is something. I hate this word itself. This new terminology called new normal. I don't like it. It's not new normal. Normal is normal. That is original. This is fake normal. So
Abnormal, so to speak.
this is okay, put it that way, it's very abnormal. So the thing is, Facebook Live concerts, of course, when I choose to be a part of it, when there are fundraisers for very good causes, like supporting artists, supporting co-artists and all that. But think of the revenue for the performers. um, when I'm doing a fundraiser, in what way am I benefited? Of course, I have my own set of expenditures. We have about 2.5 to 3 months of concerts. I guess I have canceled concerts till July, August, until now. So lot of cancellation of concerts, but the expenditure levels have not come down. We still have to pay the maids, we still have to pay the helpers around in your house and all that. And leave alone the artists who have a backup in the house. Like my husband is an oral maxillofacial surgeon, but he has his own problem where he has this. He's a dentist basically, and he's a maxillofacial surgeon. So his work is like inside a mouth, where you actually you are spewing out aerosols into the air. So he works with so much of PPE and all that throughout the day. So he just resumed work in the past 1 week, and earlier he was doing only emergencies. I have a backup, thankfully, by God's grace. But imagine those artists. In every concert, every live concert of mine, I keep saying I really miss my accompanying artists. See, it is their livelihood that is totally cut off. I can do a Facebook Live concert all alone with just vocal, no violin, no mridangam, no upapakavadyam. what will a Ganjira artist do? He can do only a short snippet, and who is going to raise fund for that? Unless it's an incredibly big name, or there is something more to it, you have collaborations and all that. It's a very tricky thing. So i I personally have been doing couple of concerts where they've been raising funds to support the livelihood of a few artists, co-artists, folk artists, and all that. So a few fundraisers wherein they have raised funds for the support of the accompanying artists around. So I think Facebook Live concerts cannot last, or cannot be an equal to the real live concerts. Never. The ambience, the rapport that you share, and that joy that you share with your co-artists on stage, and that transmits to the audience, and that they give us back, and that inspires you. It's like a chain reaction that happens on stage with the audience. We give, they give us back, again we give, they give us back. That's what happens. So this uh, I mean this is definitely a backup, Facebook Live and all that, to keep the audience engaged, to keep them fine. See, this is going to be like, okay, everything is going to be okay. So it's just a backup plan. It cannot be a replacement for any real live concert.
As of now, at any rate, most online concerts are helping the audience members, but the artists are really not getting much for it because they're not getting compensated in most cases. And even if they do,
I would say there is correction, not
ah,
much, not, it's like not much. The artists don't get paid anything. So see, we have no issues doing concerts for free, but that cannot go on for long.
absolutely,
We
absolutely.
also need our revenue for our bread.
Correct, correct, absolutely understood. No, this is something I think that frequently escapes a lot of people. It is the case of, you're an artist, you're being able to perform your art, so that itself should be a reward, is something that constantly people say. It's only occasionally that people are able to look back and see, artists themselves as being professionals and requiring compensation even just to survive. It's not even a luxury, it's just survival in many cases. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think that clears it up quite nicely. I really appreciate your sharing your thoughts. So if I understand you right, for a quick summary, you are looking forward to physical concerts beginning, but you think it's a little premature at the present time to start, probably looking at 2 to 3 months going forward for everyone to get a little bit more comfortable as the restrictions loosen up and people get back to mundane normal activities. And then even if when we do start, that there needs to be clarity from all stakeholders in terms of how each one is going to behave, what facilities and what arrangements have been made to ensure the safety of both artists, performers, and organizers.
It is about developing some kind of personal discipline, wherein it's not just about your safety, it is the safety of everyone around.
Right.
So to put it precisely, I would be looking somewhere during Navratri. I think it's during Navratri that our concerts are going to resume. The
Okay.
physical, real life concerts are going to resume.
Okay. The other main point that you mentioned was there is no substitute for physical concerts, both in terms of the ambience and in terms of the overall feel. And not only that, that this period of time has been extremely hard on all artists. I mean, there are some who are completely dependent, who are in abject suffering, but regardless, the entire artistic community is going through a rough period right now because income has pretty much come down to a standstill at this time. So it's everybody is keen to start, but at the same time, safety is a priority before any kind of program is started, perhaps around Navratri.
Yes, it is like when you eat home food 7 days a week, but for a day, for probably one meal, you eat from outside, and
Right,
that really gives you a nice feel. So
right.
that's like a Facebook Live.
That's a very good analogy and very easy to understand as well. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate your being here, and I think the viewers will get a nice perspective on what artists are thinking at this time. So thank you so much, Mrs. Mahati.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lakshmi. It's been nice, wherein we only sing and nobody knows what's going on in the background. Nice of you to have thought of these points, and the way we've been, asked these questions. I think it's the only platform where we can share our thoughts.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you.